And we have a members schedule, we'll start now so that they will also have an opportunity to speak. After speaking with Reverend Jackson and Reverend Rainbow Push, I'm having a huge Haitian population in the 6th Congressional District, knowing that my colleague Yvette Clarke in New York and my colleague Kendrick Meeks from Miami, Florida, who is on his way also. Let me just say that we have a huge crisis that is taking place right now just south of us in Haiti. And we have a crisis actually going on all over the world when you talk about starvation and you're talking about the availability of food. But when I look at the food crisis that is happening on our hemisphere, it's a humanitarian concern. Here comes Reverend Jackson now. It's a humanitarian concern that is also leading to political instability. You know, we talk about democracy, etc., but democracy can't exist in a vacuum. It can't exist if people are hungry. And political instability is starting to happen as a result of people being hungry. When you look at the prices of food, which has risen 40% globally since the mid-2007. When we look at, and around the world, that the oil prices have spiked, and the need for fertilization and irrigation and transportation has increased, there's a problem going on. And we can't sit by idly being silent. And so we need to have our voices loud and clear that we need to do something. And we need to do something. I think the example that we utilize is doing something in Haiti right now. One of the things that I know that one of the members of the Congressional Black Caucus is doing today, Congressman Hastings, is adding an amendment to the Jubilee Bill, saying that the international financial institutions should relieve Haiti of all of its debt, so it can focus its money on providing food to its people. And in the event that it can't just simply relieve it, it should suspend suspend the payment of the debt by Haiti right now, so they can deal with this humanitarian crisis. We need all hands on deck. And of course, this is a short-term and a long-term prospects of which we need to look at in dealing with this crisis. And you know, there's a crisis, a global crisis, happening in various places on the continent of Africa, even in Bangladesh and other places. But we got to make sure that in Haiti, the turmoil that's taking place, we're going to really make sure, we want to prevent some of the political unrest that's there, that we've got to find solutions right now. I know that the president has released $200 million in this instance for Africa, but I didn't see anywhere of emergency food aid. But I didn't see anywhere where anything was going specifically to Haiti. And we've got to ask with specificity if what's going to Haiti, and call on the President of the United States to make sure there's some food aid and food going directly to Haiti. Lastly, what I'd like to say before I call up the chair of the Congressional Black Caucus and then call up Reverend Jackson, is that, you know, as we debate this farm bill and we look at what's in it, you know, sometimes we've got to look and see what the subsidies are doing or not doing as far as we're causing starvation. As we talk about ethanol and what corn is doing to cause the prices of food to go higher. These are the kinds of issues that we've got to really examine in the United States Congress on a long-term basis to make sure that we're resolving or not causing a food crisis, a hunger crisis, a starvation crisis to individuals who happen to be poor. So I am delighted to be here with the chairwoman of the Congressional Black Caucus, who has been a fighter on this and many other issues, and would ask her to come now, and that's the chairwoman, the Honorable Chairwoman Kilpatrick.
Thank you very much, sir. Giving honor to God who's ahead of my life. The world is hungry. Countries all over this country, all over this continent, all over the world are starving for food. We, the richest country in the world, in our own country, find too many children going to bed starving. We've got to put this on the front of our agenda. hopefully this Congress will take up this week, if not next week, increase in food stamps. Too many families are laid off. Too many families don't have the resources. Children go to bed hungry in our own country. Today we stand here in support of Haiti. The agricultural program, which is in the Agricultural Reparations Bill, the World Food Program, has reached out and asked for $96 million that can be sent to Haiti right away. Only 13% of that dollars have been released. We call on President Bush today, help the people of Haiti, feed the children, rebuild this continent where we can. And we have the resources in the agriculture budget, in the World Food Program, who help countries all over the world. There is a crisis situation at the moment, and I stand here representing members of the Congressional Black Caucus who support this effort. Forgive their debt. We already know that Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. They don't have the resources. We need to help them more. Many Haitians are in our own country, in the southern parts of our country, Florida specifically, but in New York and other places as well. So we come today to support Congressman Meeks, support Congressman Hastings' Jubilee Amendment, and ask for debt relief, that this country would relieve Haiti of its debt burden. And further, that we put money in the World Food Program, and we help countries all over the world. I know you know that, from Bangladesh to Haiti and other places, that we might, as good citizens of the world and men and women of God, move the money today. Fully fund the World Food Program so that Haiti, Haitians and children and seniors can get the resources that they need to sustain themselves and their family. It's my honor to present to you a young man who needs no introduction, Gregory, if I might. In his own right, a leader, a fighter, and certainly for several decades have let America know that we're better than that. Better than what you see, better than we've organized to be, and better as we strive to be the best. It is my honor to present to you the national president of the Rainbow Coalition, the Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Madam Chairwoman Meeks, Council, Clarke, there's a sense of urgency in the global community among the poorer nations. This issue of the extremes of wealth and poverty. It's not just that poverty is sin, poverty is a crisis. Sin is poverty amidst so much wealth and plenty. It is the island of poverty in the ocean of plenty, as Dr. King would describe it, creates for us a moral crisis. Furthermore, we have some particular indebtedness to Haiti because Haiti is in our hemisphere, because there are so many Haitian Americans in this country. Because of the struggle for our own freedom, Haiti was the American ally for its own freedom. There's a certain debt to Haiti, there's a moral debt. We last intervened in Haiti militarily with an airplane to take away a democratically elected leader and take him to Central Africa at night, the shades down. Now we need intervention for food, medicine, the commitment of distribution. It's not enough just to do a food drop on the shores, then allow the vultures to take it and manipulate it and create a new market for exploitation. We have some responsibility to get food and medicine to Haiti, and a commitment to distribute it in a fair and appropriate way as well. I called Congressman Meeks and Dr. Daniels and the members here. Let's do something. The facts are that money is allocated has not been released. That is an issue. But the terrorism is bred by politics of desperation. We fight a war against terrorism, and desperation is a big factor. People losing all hope, therefore